Another day in court as lawyers challenging the controversial acquisition of JKIA by Indian company Adani brimmed with expectations for the hearing to commence. However, their hopes were dashed after the court postponed the case to 28th of this month as the judge handling the case was unavailable.
As workers, we remain opposed to the intention of giving out JKIA to Adani.
The Law Society of Kenya had filed a petition September this year to oppose the lease of JKIA to Adani for the next 30 years, arguing that Kenya could raise $1.85 billion to develop the airport, a petition that the court granted. On the other side, JKIA employees also want the plan to sell JKIA to the company halted for fear of losing their jobs.
We are more than convinced that Kenya Airports Authority is financially able to fund its own expansion and modernization.
Led by their lawyers Kalonzo, Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa, they urged the government not to hand over the airport to the company as JKIA is capable of running its own operations.
We are dealing with a critical infrastructure which touches on the national security and the well-being of a nation state called Kenya. We have said before we have no problem with the investors coming to the country, but the way this Adani deal has been crafted, it has all the trappings of what one would call a state capture.
We want to tell this Kenya Kwisha government that if actually they are going to give this Adani everything, for Adani to control our airways in terms of taking JKIA International Airport, for Adani to control our energy sector by taking over Ketraco, for Adani to control our healthcare systems. Imagine if what has happened in Bangladesh happens in Kenya. One individual called Adani switches off power. The entire country is in darkness.
In September this year, LSK, together with the Kenya Human Rights Commission, KHRC, went to court to oppose government's move, arguing that Kenya could independently raise the $1.85 billion required to upgrade the airport in the capital of Nairobi. LSK also argues that the move violated good governance and transparency principles for a valuable national asset. The LSK case will be heard on December this year. Electing Order K24 TV.